Audio input capture. Yay, we got that working. We got everything but the camera working right now. I don't know what it is. Every time I go to resize my camera, OBS crashes. I watch my CPU, just tank to the floor. Doesn't spike, doesn't overuse it's not like drawing too much power. It goes from like 13 to 9 to 3. OBS freezes. I can't do nothing, so this is where we are. Why do I feel like I should not be in this channel? I feel like I should just be like just chatting or something, bro. Oh well, I'm not worrying about that right now. I have to do this in order to hold myself accountable enough to actually edit for 30 minutes. If I don't, I know I'm not going to do none of it. Where are my work in progress ones that I was doing? There's you. Wonder, I want to try and mask these guys to keep their original colors. It's over here. But I want to keep this weird thing we've got going on because I'm messing around with stuff and things and other stuff. So if we take this objects, I select that. Might actually be simpler if or not simpler. Might work better if I were to individually select all these. Yes. Add another object. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. We gotta do this each time. This is a little bit of a good kid to keep us going in the background. Add another object. I can't see where I went with that one. It looks right. Oh man, I've got more coffee somewhere. I may need it. Although I've been telling myself I'm gonna go to bed earlier. And yet we're streaming at 11 at night. Just starting to stream. Why do I feel like you haven't fully grabbed object 1? So for the whole mask, what do I need to do? Do I need to push? Turn off the show overlay. No, not that. That starts to push you in the right direction. I think you're too red to begin with. That starts to look a little more correct. I don't see much of a difference there apart from this section. How does that look? That's a bit, it's a bit too blue, I think. That's good. Soften it up. That looks a bit better. I'm kind of liking that. Now for the green. So we gotta pull you out of there. That's pretty close. Ooh, hold on. Whatever we just did there gave a nice pop in the color. Made it look even more neon-y. Which this highlighting here I can see here, so that is just part of the image. The fact that some of them are blue and some of them are pink kind of works, even though that was completely accidental and just down to where I selected the mask on these. Oh my god. It doesn't match this, but it adds a contrasting color. Push, no. Push blue. Push the blues a little bit. Same for the green. That helps bring that green out. Maybe I want to pull the luminance out of the green. Yeah, that makes that green bolder. What about the blue? Pull a little bit of that. It makes it pop more. Definitely don't want to do that for the yellow. The orange. Nope, not the orange. Ooh, that makes that glow. That's fun. I love when I don't know what I'm doing, because I sometimes end up doing good stuff. At least I think so. Yeah, we can't go through that now because we will just make it too green and blue. Oh dear Lord. Yes, I'm aware that I have too many highlights here. That is well within knowledge. Knowledge, whatever. I'm a bit too tired to try to figure that out. Alright, we made there was some good progress on that. I was just sat here for probably 10-15 minutes with this page open, not doing anything. Then I finally just went ahead and started up OBS and forced myself to stream, so that way then I would actually edit. No, that throws off the whole thing. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. What in the world happened here? Oh. I was wondering how I was getting red from blue signs. I had left this on. The clipping alert. Yes, we are aware. There's a lot of shadows. I'm wondering... maybe lower this, even though it's gonna get rid of that, and I can try and make this shinier? Perhaps? That's a lot of green. Like green tint this a little bit. I kind of like that. Pushing more into that green instead of so much up here. Not that much. I'm on negative 13. Yellow. Turn down the contrast. Decays down a bit. Saturation, or the vibrance, not saturation. Kind of saturation slightly down too. This is definitely giving a specific feeling. It's a bit softer. Might need to blue this up down here. So if I go linear gradient here, just say blue that up a bit. There's quite a lot of bluing that we can do there. Hold on, there's an easier way to do that. Maybe a little bit less. I like how that looks. Pretty much just cooled down where these pillars are, but it kept most of the warmth of the glow. I should have gotten lower. If I had connected this together, that would have looked good. I'm gonna flip my normal S, I think. I normally go with about, say that. Ooh, whoops. I can push the highlights here. I don't know, hold on. I'm gonna copy this to you. That's flattening out the image. I don't know if that's exactly what I want. It's a little less contrasty. No, I'm gonna go with this. I have no clue what soft-proofing is. It's gonna be real. Now, do we do the standard? Ooh, it's so cinematic look. Blue orange, teal orange. Honestly, I don't think so. If anything, I kind of want to push the yellow mid-tone. That's warming this up without touching this. That is very nice. That's enough on that one. It's a solid work in progress. This one, which I've already worked on. I don't want to do anything else to this. Okay, this one, I think making the shadows a bit more blue. Really quite nice. Don't want that much in it. Love if I could stop moving this. We will just push the highlights though. You would think for having taken a photography class in college, I would know what I'm doing. But I do not. I'll just send a message to a friend and be like, hey, what do you think of this? And they'll be like, yeah, or nah, that ain't it, chief. Now, I don't know if that's just how photography really is. Is it just a bunch of people gathering around being like, I like this, I don't like this, do this instead? Or is it actually like, well, if you listen to the meta of photography, you should be doing X, Y, and Z. Because honestly, I don't think I'd want that. This is good. I think this would. How would this look? I mean, zoomed in, that looks really good. No, let's not center it on. Do that. Wow, I can really zoom in. I could not do that before on the old camera. This is quite good. Quite good. What did I accidentally just grab? I don't know, but let me let go of it. This was the other photo I took with, yeah, you can see how much less detail there is. But that 55, or that 50 mil turning into a 70 with whatever math that is, it's very nice. And really, I like it a lot. I like 70 mil shooting for photography. Holy crap. I already finished up this and posted this one. I want to work from the latest batch of stuff that I was doing. Paddlefish. should lower the exposure. Now I gotta put some shadows. Push the contrast, pull the contrast. I don't know. It's my basic tone curve. I am in fact quite sleepy. It would be beneficial for me to attempt and try and get more than a few hours here. I mean, at the point we fall asleep, it's going to be 6 at most that we get. Still be more than the usual 4. I like the glow that I was able to get here, but it does make it a little less sharp. I just don't know if I'm bothered by that. I haven't done any daytime shooting with this thing. I need to get out, do a little daytime photography. See how it looks then. This one, that's a bit more balanced. Oh, isn't there one that I was working on? Yeah, there we go. Why are you angled like that? What did I think I was cooking up with that mask? Just drew the eyes down here. I should like really watch some not masterclass, but some photography tutorial videos and figure out what all I'm missing, because it feels like there's stuff that I'm leaving on the table that I just haven't done or that I'm doing wrong. The vibrance, I like a little bit of vibrance in this photo. See that Raglan Road back there kind of start to get a nice yellowy color to it. Wow. So we did push the brightness a little bit. Maybe pull some of the exposure, push some of that, bring the exposure back, contrast down, highlights down. Wow, this was a dark photo to begin with. Also kind of blue toned it a lot. Oh, not 2400. Oh. I need something with, like you. I mean, we already did. This has a lot of masks on it, I know that much. say that's what it should look like. There's some luminance out of that. But it doesn't look so crunchy. Some more saturation maybe. I think we go back and go to the, I don't know, that helps raise everything. That not be what we use the exposure for. Maybe you pull you. Oh, we can leave that there. Get a small touch up on that. I want to go hit the shine bar photo real quick. 4x5. What do I want to do to this? I think a mask is the last thing I'll do today. Let's invert you. Not what I wanted to invert. Invert. Turn that off. Turn the exposure down a bit. Pull some highlights. Shadows. Mildly. Okay, how does that look comparatively? It's definitely a lot more contrasty. I think I could overall raise the exposure now and we can keep that contrast level. Yeah, that looks a lot better. It's a bit sharper. Turn the clarity up too to get some more of that sharpness. Alright, that's it. That's all we're doing. 30 minutes of work. Not bad. Thanks for stopping by if anyone did. Bye y'all.
It's coming to a close. I guess I should know that I'm never gonna see you again in a place that sells vintage clothes. I guess you should know that it hasn't been the easiest years for a band of living in the throes. And then I see a smile between repetitive aisles of flannel shirts, and I thought you would show like a beautiful ghost caught in a saving throw. And I don't even care.